everyone, Spooky Snowdrop here. Today I kind of want to spruce up my fruit orchard and trim it down a little bit as well. It's really boring compared to like the two places that are in between it. Because I have my campsite down here and then I have my little woodland fairy up over there, and I kind of want to tie these places together. So yeah, I am going to pretty much clear out all of this and place down, or I'm going to drop all the stuff in my inventory right now, because I kind of have an idea that how I want to tie it together, but it does require, it does require kind of a little bit of tearing down. So I am going to do that real fast. Hi, so while I tear this down, I guess we can just chat a little bit. So I realized I'm still not very good at doing these voiceovers, but hopefully I'll get better as I do them more. But I am Spooky Snowdrop, and I guess I can tell you a little bit about myself as I tear down. So I currently work in a retail store, and I kind of wanted to just start making YouTube videos to kind of document how I'm doing with my town and just to, I don't know, give people ideas. Alrighty, so that should be everything that was here all cleared up. And now I'm gonna start doing some construction. I want to build this up a little bit so it's kind of matching with the elevation and stuff I have going here and actually utilize this space. I do have to dig up all these trees too. So for that, I am actually going to call in another character so I don't have to hold all of the trees. So yeah, I am going to do that. Alrighty. So I am actually going to maybe only keep 3 of each tree instead of having the 4. Or, yeah, I think I'm going to keep 3. We'll see how that goes first. So I am actually going to chop down these trees before I do that. Kind of want to save these fruit first. Alrighty, so a trick that I use and that I've seen a couple other people do is you get your second character out. You can do this with your Joy-Cons as well. I am just using 2 Pro controllers, and you eat all the fruit on your second character, and then you can go through and pick up all of the trees, and they'll appear in the lost item box in your town hall. See, now I can pick up trees and they'll just end up going into the box in town hall. So after I'm done doing this, I will show you where that is. As I was saying, I kind of wanted to just give ideas for people who can't use like custom designs, and I just kind of wanted to give myself a challenge. So I hope you guys join me as I continue kind of redoing my town and decorating to the best of my abilities. Alright, so now that I'm done clearing that, I am going to end this session with the other character, and I'll show you where the trees go. Alright, so after you pick up all the trees, they go all into here. This also works for any items that you have that you pick up on a second account, or flowers. If you don't want them in your inventory but you want to use them later, especially with like the trees and bushes that you can't place in a if they can't place into storage, this is a good way to store them. You do have to be careful though, because if you fill this up, it does start to override whatever you have in the top row here. So you only have these limited amount of spaces to do that with. But it's pretty good if you're going to be working on a project that requires a whole bunch of trees, but you don't want to just bog up your inventory space with them. Alright, next it's gonna be to clear out this pathing that I have, if I remember how to do that. I don't know why I was pushing every button except for the one I wanted. Alright, and so let's get clearing. And I guess a little bit more about me. I am 24 years old, and I just kind of wanted to make something for myself and just kind of see how creative I can get with doing YouTube videos. So that's kind of another reason why I'm starting. Um, so yeah, still not good at doing like these voiceovers yet, and I hope I definitely can get better at them. I know nobody's really probably going to be watching these as I'm first starting. Kind of have a goal, maybe by the end of like 2021, to have possibly 100 subscribers and just to be a little bit better at making these videos in general. I'm still working at my part-time job, so I hope I'm gonna be able to balance that. I do want to keep the 2 videos a week, but if it does become too much, I will decrease that to just 1 video a week. But yeah, I hope you all join me. Alright, look at all this free real estate we have now to make this orchard. So my idea for this orchard is to make it kind of multi-leveled. Um, I don't have too many inclines on my map. Let's see, how many do I have? I have 1, 2, I only have 3 inclines. Oh, 4. So I definitely have enough to do this project here. I want each little spot to have its own little orchard area. So let's start working on that. I also realized at some point that I forgot to change into my little construction outfit that I made kind of specifically to do this stuff. See, my little worker outfit. Let's get building on these little things. Cliffs. Cliffs is the word. So, I'm not really good at building cliffs yet. I kind of just throw down a lot of what I do and hope it looks good. I hope as I do it a lot more too, because I just kind of started wanting to do the elevation on my islands, I'll get better at it. Right there you can see on my screen that I have that little square patch. This is where I want the trees to go. I don't want them to be like in a perfect line like they were before. I want them to be a little bit offset from each other, but I do want them to still be grouped together by what type of fruit they are. Oh, I'm catching the balloon over there. I think this is, yeah, I got a DIY. I'm still trying to get all of the Christmas stuff and the festive stuff. I hope I can maybe one day sit down and grind that out so I have everything. I don't really plan on decorating my island for Christmas, but I might. This is where I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put the incline. I want it to still be sort of walkable, not too crowded, though I did end up making it a little bit crowded toward the end, especially since, well, you'll see later in the video what I accidentally did. I think, yeah, this is where I am planning on putting like a teeny tiny waterfall, just to add a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more depth to it, if that makes sense. I don't think it's depth, I can't think of the word right now. But I wanted to add a little bit of something different than just staring at cliffs all day. So there's going to be a little bit of waterfall and like a tiny stream. Am I the only one who also just really hates dealing with the water and the cliffs? I feel like you never can place things where you want them to. Your character always goes a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, and you end up destroying something you made, or you end up breaking, or you end up placing things you don't want to. I hope that kind of gets fixed later by having like a just like a universal island tool or something like that, but I doubt it will. I know in New Leaf though, they did make it easier to decorate your house based on Happy Home Designer. I know at this point I'm still not quite sure which inclines I'm going to use. I might do the wood just because I have the wood over there and it's kind of in a... Well, it's going to be in a orchard, so the wood might look good, and I don't really have varying inclines, so I might do something different just because of that. Oh, this is me trying to figure out how to make the water work. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty hard to do the water in the cliffs sometimes. And I threw a bush down. I was like, does that look okay? I guess that looks alright. It's not exactly how I'd want it, but I don't really want to change my whole river down there, so it's gonna be about how it's gonna... about as good as it's gonna get. Alright, so I'm gonna start trying to place all these trees down. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the almost final final rendition of these cliffs, but I'm not quite sure yet. As I start placing the trees, I might change things up a little bit. So yeah, let's place down these trees. I forgot to ask anybody who actually watches, how is your day going? I know I have started work again, so it's been really busy, and just I don't know, people have been people, but I'm hoping you guys can relax as you watch me build up my orchard and build up my town. In this fun little thing, I just realized that I did not make enough room for all of the types of trees, but I think right here might work for the pears. Let's see. Alright, so I placed all these trees down, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the final layout of the orchard's cliff sides. I might add some more cliffs over here after I get the ramps and stuff down, but until then, this is probably going to be it. I decided I am going to move my little pumpkin patch I had here somewhere else, and this is going to be just where the apples were. It does kind of give me a little bit more room to work with too in the orchard and making it look all pretty. So the next episode of the orchard building is going to be all the decorating, and it's going to be after I get all the ramps and stuff down. So between then, I'll probably finish up the basement in my other house, and I will come back to the orchards. I hope you liked this kind of chaotic little cliff building I had to do for the orchard, and you'll join me in the next video. Bye!